Hello, it's T with Teaquilts, and today is Wednesday, July 22nd, 2020, and it is 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is a live chat, and if you're watching this at any other time, just know that you're watching an upload of a live chat. So any comments that you're leaving inside the chat or reading in the chat, we're not going to see them. So everybody else that's here, we're just waiting for people to come into the room. And I guess I need to pull it up on my phone. So thank you guys for coming. Seemed like people were posting in here early today. All right, so we're just waiting. I came in early so that we can start on time. Just trying to give people a couple minutes to get into the actual chat room so that those notification bells can be rung. Let's see, since last Wednesday, I haven't done much someone related. Trying to think. Oh, I've still been mailing out stuff and just doing basic housekeeping stuff. I haven't been busy with actual quilting. So it looks like we still got a couple of minutes before it's 7 p.m. I'm going to go ahead and just start reading some of the chat comments. We've got Vivian Calvi. We got people before the 6 o'clock hour tonight, okay? Saying hi, T. Susan is here saying hi, T, and everyone. Big storms here in the Northwest, hiding in my sewing room, laughing out loud. Mary says probably won't be here tonight. Oldest child is 30 today. Steak, lobster, and corn on the cob. Anyone know how to cook lobster? I don't. I have never cooked lobster. Robin Boyd is here, says good evening. Vicky Lemire says I got my package. Thank you, T. You're so welcome. That's the other thing. I mailed out, while I was mailing out other packages, I was also mailing out people that won from last week. And we'll talk about that in a minute. Quilt Gals here says hi, T, and everyone. Hot, humid, and thunderstorms for the last 3 hours. We had that yesterday off and on, starting about maybe 4 p.m. all through the night. Had rain off and on. It was really, really hard rain. High winds. Sandra Edgar here says hello all from Bay Area, California. Welcome. Winfred Baptiste says good night, T, and everyone. Let's see, and I just skipped her. Let's see, Diane 57 is here saying how is our game tonight? Dee Dee Hansen is here. She says joining from Michigan. Hi everyone. I'm trying to skip some of the hellos to the various people in the chat rooms. Robin saying no sunny here. Sheila Willis is here, says hi T and everyone. Ellen Quilting Campbell is here, says hi T and everyone. I'm still working on my 1.5 inch postal stamp. It's a beast. And then Vivian Calvi also came back at 6:55 with hello everyone. Teresa Black is here, says hi T and T Quilters. Judy is here saying hello, hope everyone is doing well. Cher Klutz here saying hello, Miss T and everyone. Win Sprinter is saying hello from Maryland. Kevin the Quilter is here, says hey T Quilters. So happy to join everyone tonight. T, ready to spend more money tomorrow with me? Laughing out loud, just kidding. I'm like, I don't know anything about tomorrow. Nisi Ma's here saying hey T and everybody with a wave. Barbara Palmer is here saying hello from Australia. Welcome. Maria Mayer says hi T and everyone. Crystal Cochran says Interwoven Creations by Crystal says hi T and everyone. How is everyone tonight? I'm doing great. Pray everyone else is too. Katrina Dion is here, says hello. My notifications never came. I saw your notification earlier on YouTube. So it's something weird going on when you click the notification bell. It doesn't always give you the information about me going live or uploading videos. And I'm hoping that it's going to be working soon because I got great news for some of you. Judy Fortin says hello from Canada. Hi, Judy. Welcome to the chat. Vicky Lemire is talking to Diane. Hi, Mike. He's here. He says, thanks for brunch the other day, my love. It was so great hanging with you and double teaming Kevin. He's going to throw Kevin under the bus. And me. Hi, Mike. Hope all is well with you. And Katrina is also saying hello to everyone. Carol Green is saying hi, T, and everyone. Melinda C says hi, T, and quilting friends. And she's reminding you all to hit that thumbs up button. Appreciate that. Let's see. Vivian says, I got my packages. Yes, I love it. Thank you. You're so welcome. Beverly Seaball says hello, T, and everyone. And Katrina saying yes, that she knows how to cook lobster. Tucker is here. He says, hey, T, and everyone. Just got my package. Love the fabric and the pineapple pattern. Thank you so much, Tucker, for letting me know. Crystal says, a thunderstorm just left central New Jersey. Erica Selman is here. Hi, Erica. She's saying hello to everyone. And Katrina says she's in Missouri, but formerly from Maine. I am spooling a little bit on my phone. I did not reset any of my devices today, so I may have to end up redoing my phone at some point. And Diane 57 says she received her scrap bag. That's awesome. Everybody should have received the scrap bags because they all had to go out priority. Dina J is here, says hi, T, and everyone from California. Claudette Bettis is here. She says hello, T, and everyone. Hi, Claudette. June Billings says hi, T, and T and quilters everywhere. Jack A Design says hi. New to your channel. Hope to learn a lot from you about quilting. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Tonight's going to be a little bit different. It's not going to be any education stuff, I don't think. But we'll see. You know, you all start asking questions and then I start answering. So if you got any questions, you can go ahead and put them in the chat box and we'll answer whatever we can for you. Angela Stringer is here, says good evening, chat folks. Hi, Angela. Welcome. Pat Moorhead says hi from Chicago. Doris O says hello, TNT Quilters. Hope everyone is having a good evening. And Francesca Afino is here, says hello, T, and everyone. Hi, Francesca. Phyllis G says hi, T, and everyone from North Carolina. Lisa Peg is here, says hey. I forgot it was Wednesday, and don't you have a birthday next week? Yes, I do. Next Wednesday. No, next Tuesday, but I'll be here on Wednesday. Robin Boyd said I got my pattern today and ready to start cutting. All right. It's a lot of cutting, girl. Lisa says hello, Miss. Oh, she was already. Well, she's saying hello now to Miss T and everyone. Okay. Dee Dee says I got my pineapple pattern too. Very professionally presented, but it has to get in line after my scrap block quilt, which will be bigger than the state of New Jersey. Gramps is here saying hello to everyone. I received my pineapple pattern and the envelope is so creative. And what I did was I just took some of my paper from scrapbooking because I put the templates back inside of the area where I cut them out, and I just used washi tape to hold them in place. And then I made some envelopes with paper. I just folded them over. I didn't seal them because I was just trying to give you something so that hopefully it wouldn't get all bent in the mail. So that's why I kind of presented those templates like that. So hopefully everybody got templates that are usable and that are not all bent up. So let me push this around a little bit. All right. So about prizes. Last week we had prizes where I said if you email me the first so many people, email me. I don't know what's going on with my emails, but a lot of my emails are going to spam. So I found out that 2 other people, one was Angela Stringer and the other one was Tucker Nace. They actually were in before 2 other people. So tonight I will only be doing prizes for 3 people. And I have not said to email me yet, so I shouldn't be getting any emails. But I'll let you know when you can email me, and then I'm going to do the first 3 people because I technically gave out 7 prizes last week. So I'm only going to do 3 this time. And then the other thing is, I found out that I have to keep my weight under a pound. So instead of getting a pound of scraps this time, you're going to get about 13 to 14 ounces of scraps. And then by the time I put the postage, you know, do the packing and the postage, I got to keep all of that under a pound. So it's going to be somewhere around 14 ounces of scraps. They're going to be probably strings or whatever I come across that as I'm cleaning out areas. If it's like bigger pieces of fabric, then that's what you'll get as well. So I'm just going through stuff that I'm trying to sort and put up. I'm trying to cut from my pineapple blocks that I'm also making. So anything that I touch, I'm also giving you all some. So I'll let you know when you can email me, and now is not it, because I'll be looking at the time that I tell you to email me. My email is teaquilts@teaquilts.com. So that's the email, but I'm not accepting those yet. I'll let you know when. What we're gonna do today? Well, I can show you one thing that I did make this week. I've been working. I did sew some more pineapple blocks. I sewed on Saturday night. We sewed, and I almost sewed a set of 4 before we logged off. I finished those 4, and then I made 4 more since Saturday. So I now have 20 pineapple blocks that are made on my design wall over there. And oh, I made this card. I told you about I have family member in Birmingham, but they actually, well, they live in Detroit, and 2 lives in Detroit and 1 live in North Carolina. But I needed to make some sympathy cards. So I also needed 1 birthday card. So with this same format, I made a birthday card that I put in the mail already today. And then I made 3 of these sympathy cards. So I'm just going to hold this up so you can see it, because I do like to show sometimes the paper crafting as well, because I know some of you all do paper crafting. And if you're giving a quilt as a gift, making your own note card to go with it is also a great idea. So this is for the sympathy card. As I said, I've already mailed them, and I've got 3 of these that I've made. I just got to get these in the mail tomorrow. But I wanted to get that birthday one in the mail soon. This has already happened, and it's just more of a note card. They know that I make cards. They keep my cards, and so it's family. But I wanted to make sure that I sent them a card that they can put with their keepsakes. So I made 3 of those. That's all that I finished this week. Well, I did do some other stuff. I made t-shirts for orders. I think I made like 3 t-shirts. I only had made 10 patterns in the first round, so I had to make more patterns. So I made another complete set of 10, and then I have another set of 10 that I just need to make the templates for. So on those pineapple quilt blocks. One other thing I want to talk about, the person who made me this, and I have thrown the packaging away, doesn't have any information here. I did acknowledge that I received this pincushion in a video, and apparently they missed it, so I'm going to put it in another video. But I do really love this pincushion. I got a card out of my P.O. box. I got home and couldn't find the card, so I must have dropped it somewhere. But I appreciate all the effort. I do collect them, so it's actually going to go up on my shelf, but I pulled it down because I wanted to make sure that you knew that I did get it. I don't want people to think that they sent me something and I didn't appreciate it, so that's why I'm mentioning it again. So let's see who else is coming to the room before I go any further. See, Diane Johnson is here, says hello to you and everyone from Amarillo, Texas. Hello and welcome to the live chat. We've got Janice Miller saying hi to you. Elaine Doucette's here saying hello all. Cheryl Clute is here. Lisa Pegg says she's talking to Diane and Robin and whoever else. And Lisa says, gorgeous card. Thank you so much. And Regina Connor says, yes, card is pretty. And Elaine Dissette says, aw. So I am gonna do some different things today. I went to Jackman's with Kevin. So I'm actually doing a Jackman's, and they call this the backdoor sale. And as I was going up and down the aisles, I started noticing things that were in the Nancy's Notions catalog, particular type of needles, particular type of things that only she sells. And I mentioned to Kevin, and I go, I think all of this stuff is from Nancy Notions. For those that don't know, Teaquilts Corporation, which is here in Missouri, which is the owner of Baby Lock, had bought out Nancy's Notions many years ago. I think when she first knew, when she had her first round with cancer, she probably was told that it was going to be bad, even though it wasn't out to the public at that time. And they ended up buying her company. So you've been getting everything from the St. Louis area, actually from Nancy's Notions. They're the ones that actually owns it. Well, recently, Missouri Star has purchased that from Teaquilts. And it seems like Jackman's is one of Teaquilts' top Baby Lock sellers. So I think since they were both here in the St. Louis area, they got together and they had what they called a backdoor sale. It had no fabric involved. It was only notions. Or you could get like those bears that you can embroider on and then you can stuff them. That was the only thing, like fabric per se, that you still had to finish or sew something with. So I'm going to just go ahead and do a haul on what I got. And then I'm going to tell you what I got it for. If it's not for me. Most of the stuff was not for me per se. I got this Bonash. Let me give it to you right here first so you can see what it is. It's the Iron Slide ironing board cover. Now I got this. I've seen them at quilt shows. This was $8. At quilt shows, it's probably like 3 or 4 times that much because it's most of Bonash stuff. You're going to spend a little bit of money. I have never used it, and the only thing that you have to do with this is that you've got to kind of mold it to your ironing board and then trim and cut. So I do have a cover on my board now that's not like ready to go in the trash, so I'm just going to hold on to this for a while. But I am interested in seeing if it, you know, does all the stuff that it says it's going to do. It says it's made to reflect 300% more heat than a regular iron cover. Cuts ironing time in half. Iron both sides at once. That's what they're advertising here. So I will do that. It says fits ironing boards up to 6 inches wide. Resistant to fusibles, which is nice. And then cuts ironing time in half. No strings, no elastic, self-adhesive cover. Free foam padding included. So I don't want to destroy my pad and everything that's already on there to put that on. So that's why I don't have it on yet. And then I also bought, you know, Teaquilts eventually will have another retreat at some point. So when I first went to this sale, I went with the intent that I wasn't going to buy anything. And I actually didn't get a basket, and I was kind of up and down the aisles and still hadn't bought anything. I was like maybe in my 2nd or 3rd aisle. And then I thought, this might be a great time to buy things for when you do have a retreat because the prices were very reasonable. And before all was said and done, I spent about $260 at Jackman's. But they had nice, reasonable prices. So they had these sewing bags. Let me just move the handle. Recyclable bags here. I bought 25 of these as door prizes for when I do my next retreat. And what I liked about them was that they had the little snaps on them as well. So got 25 of those. I got this big bag, guys. And this was the Jackman's that was in St. Louis, because we do have another Jackman's that's in Fairview Heights, Illinois. So I'm just trying to see what else is in this bag. So I have 25 of those. I'm actually going to actually do 22 for my retreat. I'm going to put 3 to the side, I think. So that one is the same thing as this. It was a 3-pack. And I'm not sure what this cost. I think it was like they had it marked down to $3. No, $6 for 3, I think. And what it is a foldable sewing tidy. So it's got the sewing notions and things on it. On the inside, when you open it up, it has the piece for you to put into the bottom to keep it flat. But I thought this was really cute. That once you put it in here, you had a nice little sturdy box that you could put sewing notions in, and or you could like put a project. I thought you could also do a project in here. So I got 3 of those. I think they were $6. I'm not really sure. I'm just gonna put that up on top. Put this over here for right now. Make sure this iron isn't on. Oh, this bag is empty. Let me make sure they were $6. Yeah, they were $6 because it was the last thing. It was $6. Although it looked like on here they made a mistake and charged me $8 for it, so it was $8. It was like when you hit the wrong numbers on the keyboard. So they charged me more for it. Okay, so that's the one big bag. And then I have a box down here. Just going to take the stuff off the top first. Okay. Now this item, this is for me. It's Thread Magic. And it's the Ultimate Thread Conditioner. When I'm doing the binding, sewing the binding on by hand on my edging of the quilt, I like to use some kind of thread conditioning. And I noticed that I've had mine for so long that it was all cracking. So I just got 2 of these. And they were $2 a piece. So that was $4. This is for me, so I'm just going to put it right here so I can keep it out. This box here is the same thing. They're all thread snips. And I just purchased this for retreat participants. I got 25. There's 24 in this box. And I'm just trying to take it out so you can see what it looks like. But I have these that I got when I received my gamble. So they're just like thread snips that you can cut with. And I kind of like that they don't have the cover, because at first I was going to buy some. They had plenty. They had maybe 4 or 5 different options of these thread snips that you could purchase. And I opted to go ahead and get it without the cover, because when I'm ready to use them, I just prefer to have them ready to go. So I went ahead and got these. These were $1 each. They had some that were like 50 cents each. I think Kevin got those because he was also buying for his group. And I'm going to go ahead and take 2 more out of here. And I don't even know what colors they are. I'm just taking 3 out. So that's that for retreat participants. They also had cloth bags that you can put projects in, sewing related. These bags were $3 each. I think I bought 7 of them. Yeah, I bought 7. One has a different color label, which is weird. Does it have a different design? Yeah, it has a different design. So I'm going to put 3 of those up there. The other ones are for me. I'll just keep those out. I'm just trying to put them somewhere. Maybe I have an avalanche in a minute. And then I'm not going to take all of these out, but I also got 25 of these for my retreat. They're actually pins. I'm trying to see what they call them. Simplicity Vintage Color-Headed Pins. And they were $1 a pack as well. So I got 25 of these. So you all can see how when I'm shopping for a retreat, and I'm buying 25 of an item. I think I've showed you 3 things already that I bought 25 of. So I've already spent $75. But I end up getting a lot for my money overall. Again, I'm going to take out 3. And then I got 3 other items that I purchased. This is one of the more expensive items. This was $15 for this mini organizer. I mean, yeah, is it mini? Yeah, mini organizer, but it's in the size large. And I bought this because it matches the one that I have here that I bought in Houston last year or the year before at the quilt show. So I thought maybe I should go ahead and get it since it matched up. And I can go ahead and open it so you can see what it looks like. But this company vended at Houston. Let me see what the name of the company is. It's weird. Oh, Yazzie. I'm sorry. Yes, Yazzie. Y-A-Z-Z-I-I. I'm sure they're online somewhere. But they have really nice sewing, organizing products. So I can take this out because this is mine too. But I thought instead of me taking other things that I take to treats, I can just take what matches already. But what's nice is that it's got like various pockets, different sizes. This one here has a zipper, two divider again. And this is a big section here. Another 2 divider on the back. Nope, that was another flap up. And then on the inside, this is a pocket here that has another zipper. So, and then there was also one back on this side. So I feel like if since I had this one and I knew that this was marked down, when you start putting zippers and making pocket flaps and stuff, it's cheaper for me to buy this than for me to make it myself. Especially since I already got this one. I never put anything on it. I was going to decorate on it. I wasn't sure if I was going to do machine embroidery or if I was going to do heat transfer vinyl. But, you know, I can do that whenever. But now I've got them both matching. So that was pretty cool find. Even though it cost $15. But it would cost a lot more from them. And then the final 2 items that I got. Again, I'm always on the lookout for when I can buy certain thing at a nice price. And so since I do have retreats and I will be the one responsible for bringing said items to retreats, I try to find things that I can take that won't cost as much money as, you know, regular price. So this right here, I found they had a few of them on the table. I bought one. And I kind of twisted Kevin's arm and kind of made him buy iron too. But this iron was $36 for this Rowenta iron. Now, I've never used this particular model, but Rowenta anything is going to be heavier than most irons. Let's see if I can open it so we can see what size it is by the sole plate. But for $36, I've been I used to love Rowenta irons. I even have a Rowenta steam generator in my closet. But I burn them out so fast. So I stopped buying a whole lot of Rowenta irons. And I just go ahead and buy the cheapy irons at Walmart just like everybody else. But when you catch them at a great price, you can't beat $36 even if I burn it out in 6 months. And it's brand new. Nothing's wrong with it. And then, like I said, nice size sole plate for a Rowenta. Let me see if I can take this off. But it's a nice heavy iron if you're a person that likes a heavy. It's not super heavy, but it's a nice solid iron. But it has a big sole plate, has the point. It also has, so you can get in between the collar and things like that on here as well. So it's a well designed iron. I think it does auto cut off in like 30 minutes. See what the box says. It normally has it on the outside of the box. Hold on. When I'm looking for it, I can't find it. Safety on and off. It doesn't say it auto shuts off, so I don't know. It just says safety on and off. And I'm thinking when it says safety on and off, that usually means that it's auto on and off. But we'll see. I'll let you know. If I use it at home before I go to a retreat, I'll make sure I'll do a review on it. And then I'll also look it up and see if it's an iron, you know, that's currently being sold. I've never seen this, but sometimes manufacturers will make something special for people depending on whom they're selling it to. And so this could have been something that Nancy requested, this particular iron. I'm not sure because I haven't seen this color, but then I haven't been shopping for a Rowenta in a long time because, like I said, I stopped spending that much money on irons because they cost too much. I know not all Rowentas are auto shut off, but I thought that I had read that this one was, so I must have been reading something else, okay? So the last item that I got, just sit that one up there, is another iron. So I convinced Kevin. Kevin doesn't use steam, and I do use steam, and I think the Oliso iron is probably better with steam than without steam, in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. But I got this Oliso iron. Again, it's a purple color. I'm so used to seeing the orange and the yellow and a blue. I don't think I've seen a purple, but this iron was $75 for this Oliso iron. And you know, the Oliso iron is the one that when you touch it, it sinks down. You don't have to lift it up when you're ironing, and then when you let it go, it raises up on this base plate. And then it also, I know it has an auto shut off. Let me make sure. It has they normally tell you on the outside. Oh, auto shut off in 8 minutes. So that's the thing about Oliso. You only got 8 minutes. But most of the time when I'm sewing, I do bulk sewing. So therefore I'm doing bulk pressing. So that doesn't bother me that it has an auto shut off. If I was pressing and sewing in my workspace, maybe it would bother me more. But yeah, I need to at least plug these in and make sure they work. I haven't done any of that yet. But I just wanted you to see the iron, and since it's not plugged in, you're not going to see. I'm not even going to try to take this all out. But there's the iron, the regular Oliso iron. I'm sure a lot of you all know what this iron looks like. It's the standard. It's 1800 watts on this iron. The Rowenta is 1700 watts. So to me, they're good quilting related irons that I felt like I could use. And then, of course, when I'm going to retreat, I now have the Oliso. I got this Rowenta, if I don't break it out and use it myself. And then I also have a Panasonic iron that's, you know, ready to go for when I go to retreats now. So that's pretty cool. So I'm going to sit this here. So that was the last item. As far as that, I have a couple of announcements. And let me start reading just to welcome some of the people that have come in since I last started. Trying to go back to where I stopped. Hold on. Okay. Tricia Tello is here. Says hello from Southern California. Welcome. Kevin says you need to make a sympathy card from Michael Piccarelli. Laughing out loud. Uh-oh. Slowing down Joe says hello to you and everyone. Welcome. Terry T is here saying hello to everyone, waving. Welcome to the chat. Nearest Rodriguez is here, says hi T from sunny California. It's 113 degrees today. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I'm not in California. I'm struggling with our 92s and 93s here. Diane Ritchie is here saying hello to everyone. June says got to go watch you all later. Have a great week. Bye, June. Susan says love the bag, want to come to retreat. You got that right. Dee Dee says, nice sewing box. Thank you. Love the Sewing Notions bag. Diane's talking to Terry. Susan says, love the rustling of shopping bag. Happiness for sure. You got that right. Lisa says, how do you put beeswax or conditioner on thread from those little jars. They mostly have a slit in them and you just slide your thread in it. This brand I have not used. I have used another brand. So I'm not really sure. But they have, yeah, I haven't opened it, but on this package, they got little slits all around the bottom of this blue thing, like little notches. And so you just running your thread into the notch, and then you put your hand on top and pull your thread through. Crystal says, beautiful card tee. I'm actually making cards right now. That's awesome. Dee is talking to Lisa. Susan's talking to Lisa. And Diane says, I love Yazzie. Very good product. Yes. They do a lot of work. And even at the quilt show, when I bought my mat, you know, they don't get a whole lot of people into their booth. But those are the people that I like to go shop at. Because I felt like they came here, spent all that money, and they don't get a high return like other retailers. But she had very reasonable prices. She had, you know, everything was on sale at the show. Let's see. Susan says, late here. Susan Martin says, late here with a smile. Welcome. No problem. You're never late here. Diane's telling you that. Peggy O'Connor is here saying hi, TNT Quilters. Katrina says, I love my Rowenta. I've had mine from the 80s and still working. My very first one was my best one. I think I actually got 1 year to 2 years out of that one. But after that, when they found out that quilters really love them, I just felt like if you didn't get one made in Germany, then it wasn't going to be any good. And she's also letting me know I've read that one. Sharice Fofi is here, says, I'm late. Hi, TN everyone. Welcome. Carol Green says, my iron. I love it. Elaine Doucette says, auto shut off. Mrs. J.A. Coleman says, hi, TN Hall. Welcome. Sandra says, fabulous deal on the Oliso. I burned up too. Stop buying them because of their expense. Right, because when you go to a quilt show, I think Kevin even looked it up online, and it was $299 for this iron. He looked it up while we were there. And that's just ridiculous. When you're at a quilt show, they even charge a little bit more because they have to pay for booth rental. And they can't even put them on sale at the quilt show, which is weird. Katrina says, I love those Oliso irons. I have the purple one as well. I use that besides my sewing machine. Janet Mackerel is here saying hello to all. That Rowenta iron was pretty. Yes, I had never seen that orange color. Peggy says, my coworker was a garage sale junkie. She bought me a Rowenta, but I never needed it because my old Sunbeam still works. That's awesome. I had my old, which one was it? I can't remember. I want to say Hamilton something. I don't know. I can't remember the name on that iron. But it lasted forever, and then it finally went out. I was using it. I had a scrap club or crafting club at work after work, and I had staff members that just wanted to chill and not get in rush hour traffic. On 2 Fridays of the month, we would craft, so I left certain things at my office, and I had that iron there. It lasted a long, I'm talking about from my first apartment. That's how long that thing worked. Susan says, very nice haul, T. Thank you. Kim Burris is here, says, hi, TNT Quilters. Cynthia Shade is saying good evening to all. Cherie says, question, how many quilt tops have you made since in quarantine? I don't know how many quilt tops I have made. I know I made at least 4 because I finished 4 completed projects that I started since quarantine. And then I got blocks. 2 more pineapple quilts that I've just got the blocks for, but I don't have them ready. But I showed a stack of quilts on Facebook about this is how many quilts that I have done since I've been on quarantine, and they were all either commissioned or they were mine or they were gifts. And so I showed that this week on Facebook. What I did not show you was that I also have quilted a lot of quilts for other people during this period. So I have been one busy person. I didn't even, people were saying, you've been busy. Well, I was thinking to myself, I've been busier than you think. So, but as far as myself, because I was working on more customer stuff, so I wasn't really doing a lot of sewing for myself. Cheryl Bean is here saying hello, T and everyone. Hope everyone is having a great Wednesday. Erica Selman says, I saw one of your videos and you showed your Facebook haul. You said something about making jelly rolls with those fabrics. Are you selling the strips now? That's something that that was right before quarantine when all of that happened. And then I started getting quilts. That fabric is still sitting on a counter out there. I have a little cart that I have all of that fabric sitting on to be cut into strips. At some point they will be cut and be available, but they're not ready yet. Deanna says, I love my little iron. It wasn't 75 bucks though. That was a steal. Yes, it was. It's like, it's hard for me to pass up a good deal. And I was like so extremely excited that they did not have any fabric there. I was just thanking God, because I'm such a fabric lover that I was like, I can at least buy stuff that I can use in the future. I know I can do something with it. So all of this stuff that I bought for retreat, I already got a big plastic container. It's all going to go in a container. I'm going to just take it and just plop it somewhere in my garage just to get it out my face. But I wanted to do this haul first to let you all see it. So yeah. Let's see. Sue GSD says, hi T and fellow quilters. Absolutely love my 25+-year-old Black & Decker. That's the iron, Black & Decker. That iron took a licking and kept on ticking. I'm telling you, I had that iron when I first got my apartment, probably when I was 21. And I used that thing up at my job probably until like the last 5 years. So say 10 years now ago, because I've been retired 5 years. But it finally wore out. But yeah. And Shaquita here, Shaquita Pearson, she says, hello TN everyone. Hi Shaquita. Peggy says, Hamilton Beach was the company that made small appliances. Yes, and I'm thinking, because I couldn't think Hamilton, but it was Black & Decker. So thank you, Peggy. Susan says, T, I hear you about being busy. My neighbors are always asking what I've been up to. Little do they know I am so busy. Yes, I don't know who was bored, but you know, I was talking like through text and messaging on Facebook, some of my members in our quilt guild, and some of them, I am highly stressed, but when I get highly stressed, I get busy. And some people, when they're stressed, they can't move. And so I had some of those people were saying that they hadn't even finished one project, hadn't worked on any projects. And that's because people, you know, we all function differently with stress. You know, what the pandemic was one thing. And then when you start adding in all the other things, you know, that's been happening around the USA, you know, I handle stress a little bit differently. So I tend to get busy and wear myself out. And then I have to sleep for 3 or 4 days in a row. But, yeah, that's kind of how I handle stress. I was so stressed out during that time. I just got busy. I was so grateful that I had people referring. I had 2 people that referred people to me that I ended up getting like 7 quilts through 2 referrals, okay? So, then I had people that I knew, had Peggy that brought me 2 quilts. Some other people that I quilt for brought me quilts. So, I've just been fortunate that people were still giving me stuff to quilt for them. So I appreciate all of that. It just kept me busy. My sister just lost everything in her sewing machine and lost her Black & Decker. She lost everything in her sewing room, maybe. And I feel so bad for her, because it's hard to start over as a crafter. We don't even want to throw one thing away, let alone having multiple things that we have to replace when stuff like that happens. So what I wanted to talk about, the reason why I left some of this stuff out, and I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. These are going to be the prizes for next week. So I'm going to be like, I left out things in sets of 3s, but this is the thing. I got to weigh all of this stuff. So I'm not sure if I'm going to have 3 winners or maybe 4, because I got this and there's going to be some more winners. But I got to keep everything under a pound. So I'm going to have to weigh this. So I don't know how it's going to be packaged up at this point. I'm just telling you that we're going to have some pins. We're going to have some snippers. We're going to have these cotton bags. This is a prize. And these 3 bags here are going to be a prize. Again, I don't know if I'm going to condense this down. I'm going to put stuff in bags, see how much that bag weighs. If it's more than a pound, I'm going to be taking stuff out. So that's kind of how this is going to work. In addition to that, as prizes, I'm just popping everything back in the box. I got an announcement, and then I'm going to tell you what the other two prizes are. I have finally got in touch with the gentleman that makes this press stick. And he has different designs. He doesn't have this exact pattern anymore, but he has something that's very similar. So what I have done is I have ordered 26 pieces. They're not all press sticks though. What also he makes, which I didn't buy because when I bought my press stick from him, I was going to buy, he has an awl. I'm going to show you one that's not made by him just to show you what I'm talking about so you all can be ready when they do come. But this is one that is glass blown. So I didn't buy the wooden one, but I do need another one, so I'm going to go ahead and take one out when I get the order. But remember, I keep telling you all I have my favorite seam ripper, and I never have it in here to show you all. But he's got the same exact thing made in wood. And then you just take this out. This is an awl on one end. You turn it around. And then on this end, you turn it around, and you've got a seam ripper. Okay? So I finally got in touch with him. But his is all made out of wood. They're going to be very colorful wood, just like this. And they're different colors of wood. I ordered different styles so people could make some choices on what they wanted. So what I did was I ordered 8 sets. So I picked 4 patterns and ordered 2 sets of 8 patterns. And then in addition to that, I ordered another 10 just pressers like this, because I have so many people asking me for this. He doesn't sell directly to the public. That's why I had to go through him as a business to pick them up. So he sent me a note right before I went live and said that he's got all of my products made. And he had to shellac them today, and they have to sit 24 hours. So after they get shellacked and sit for 24 hours, then he'll be mailing these. So for those of you that have been looking for this or wanting this press stick, they are coming. They're on their way. So I just wanted to make that announcement. And the reason why I'm making that announcement is because one of these is going to be a prize next week. And in addition to that, I'm also going to do the sewing machine light that's on my machine. This is also going to be one of the prizes. So I'm thinking I got 3, 4, probably 5, 6 prizes next week. It will not be about who emails me first. It will be, I'm going to be scrolling through the comments and just picking people. Or I might even use Kevin next week so he can help me pick people or something like that. So I'm hoping Kevin will be home on Wednesday to help me out next week. So yeah, we're going to have certain things as door prizes next week. So you don't want to miss next week's live. And that's from me, from my birthday to you. I can't give everybody something, but I've been going through trying to figure out what could I give to the people that support me on my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. And appreciate you all coming into the chat. So it's really nice of you all. So I'm trying to find things that you all can use as well. So that's that, I think. I think I've covered everything. Once I get the order from him, because I got different patterns of things coming in, I probably will do a quick video. So if you were interested in purchasing this, it seems like a lot of people were asking me for it. So I'm going to do a video so you can tell me which pattern you want. And then I will be sending you an invoice. You just email me. When you email me, then I'll have your email address so I can send you a PayPal invoice. The press stick, this one right here, is $15. And then the awl, this one here, is $30. So if you want the set, you're looking at $45. If you just want one or the other, this is $30. This is $15. So that's the prices on those. So let me see what the comments are saying. Cherie says, I just threw out a Black & Decker iron I bought from Caldors. I don't even know the name of that store. Does anyone remember this store? It was like a Walmart. I have never heard of it in the Midwest. Susan says, I use a little green Black & Decker. I love it. This is my second identical one. I'm surprised you found it, girl. That's awesome. And Katrina saying, yes, and a home fire. And that is just awful. I know one of our other tea quilters is in the process of setting up her quilt cave or studio. She has it behind her house and she had to have it redone because she was in a fire. I think it was like late last year or early this year, something like that. So it's just awful when that happens. Quilt Gal says, all those quilts you have done or helping you pay for that Butler Stitcher, laughing out loud. Well, you know what? I'd pay for that outright. So it's just the money is there, you know, and then I end up spending it on stuff like this when I'm doing retreat stuff, you know. When I make money from my business, I don't necessarily like spend money. I'm buying stuff with the money that I'm putting back some other kind of way. So like I'm saying, I spent $260. Most of it, I have 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. You know, basically I got about $30 worth of stuff that's like for me personally per se. I feel the same way about hand mixers of all things. I bought a Black & Decker 10-speed and it finally died after 30 years. Bought a KitchenAid to replace it and I hate it. Yeah, the only thing about the KitchenAid is the stuff always stays up on the side wall, so you're having to wipe down a lot more. I had the Oyster mixer that I really like very well. I got somebody messaging me. I gotta move that because it's in the way. Winfred says, order one for me, please. I don't know which one you're talking about. Email me, Winfred. Peggy says, oh boy, great prizes. You have to email me because I don't show too many things. I don't know what you're talking about. Robin says, yeah, I've been looking for a press stick. Yeah, and I told him, I said, and when I talked to him, well, let me tell you how I had to stalk this man about this press stick, because I was like, either they're stuck somewhere because of COVID, you know, if you was out of the country and didn't get back, you were stuck. They could have been snowbirds somewhere else. I'm like, let me start over. So I went back and called him again, went straight to voicemail again. So then I sent him an email, and then I waited about 5 minutes. I didn't get no email. So then I went to online, and I went to his Facebook page, and I sent him a message. And I noticed on Facebook that they don't really post on Facebook either. They're only posting when they're going to be at a quilt show. But I messaged him anyway, and I put the same information everywhere. And then I said, okay, I'm going to stalk him now in a group that I know he's in. And somebody will know him. I went to the Missouri State Quilt Guilds group. I'm a member of that. And so I put in there, has anybody heard from so-and-so, so-and-so? And you better believe I got a call within 5 minutes after I posted it in there. Because somebody knows somebody that knows somebody that know him, okay? And he said when he first got my messages back in April, he kind of dismissed it because he thought it was like a spam message, because he says, he's like me, and I do understand when you have your email out on your web page, I get all kind of crazy stuff coming in that I have to click over to spam. So he's correct. He says he just thought it was spam because, you know, they always inquiring about your business. I can help you with your business. And even though that I was just telling him who I was and asking if he could call me back. I didn't even, I had left my number and everything, but he was like, I ain't calling no numbers. But he said, when I started stalking him on all of his social media and personal phone, he said he then went to my Teaquilts page, because I had all of the information about who I was in the email. And then when he saw I made a car, I had a Mariner car that I made a car quilt for, as a Mariner SUV. And he said when he saw that, he knew who I was because he's vended at our quilt show. And so then he knew it was okay to call me. So I had to actually stalk this man in order for him to call me, okay? But once I got to talking to him, he was really, I explained what the situation was. He says, no, I don't sell to individuals. We only do quilt shows, which is what I felt. And so he said that you know, if I ordered, he would just send it all to me, and then I can send it all to you. Because he doesn't want to get into all that postage and stuff. Let's see. Kevin says, I'm a Tijuana beauty, just like a Barker's Beauty from The Price is Right, but much better. He's so silly. Cheryl says, awesome. Patricia Lattimore says, hi, happy to see you. I love your hat. Thank you. It's one of those Gracie Lee caps that's got the satin on the inside. I just washed my hair, so I'm trying to keep it contained a little bit right now. But I just got it in big twists, real big twists, mostly giants. But thank you so much, Patricia. Kim says, those are great prizes and wonderful of you to do that. You're so welcome, and thank you, Kim. Gutierrez Services says, only 44 likes. She's reminding people to hit the thumbs up. Thank you so much. Lisa's saying, hey, Kevin, you crack me up. Darlene Farmer is here. She says, greetings from Northern Virginia. Oh, Winfrey says, I would like the set. Okay. Katrina says, yes, I work there. Dee Dee says, I want just a presser. Don't care which design. Okay. Win Sprinter says, so many nice notions. Yes, and that's what it was. And I told y'all before, anytime I'm a notions gadget, and Kevin bought like some stuff that was great deals that I could have bought. They had really big rulers, and I was like, Tijuana, you got to not do that. You just gonna get retreat only things that are $3 or less, okay? $3 or less. I had to put myself on a budget, and I had to talk to myself, because everything in that room I could have bought. They had brought 3 tables in a row, about 8 rows, 10 rows, because they even had tables around the outer edge of one room that kind of wrapped to the other side of the wall. So they could have had 10 rows of tables if you count those. It was just a lot. We were there a long time, and we didn't think we were going to buy a thing. We had already said, we ain't buying none. This sale not going to be that good. We bought almost everything, okay? They even had books on sale. I refused to look. I looked a little bit, and I said, Tijuana, get out of here. You got enough books at home. You just got too much stuff. So I had to get away from that. So Katrina says, oops, yes, I work for Cado's, my first job. Cherie says, I'm trying to get a binding dowel. It's a wooden dowel made for the spool holder on your sewing machine that holds your binding. And you know, the funny thing is, you're looking for one. I use just my regular Tops pen, and I wrap my binding in my hand. I actually roll it in my hand, and then I put it up here on top of that, and it works very well. But I don't know if I've seen that, but that could be something that he does do. I just don't know, because I do know that he also makes crochet hooks, okay, knitting hooks and stuff. So there's no telling. But I can email him and ask him that. She says, I'm trying to get a binding dowel. It's a wooden dowel made for the spool holder on your sewing machine that holds your binding. And I just use my regular pen spool. Sandra says, fabulous items, T. You are very generous. Thank you. Thank you, Sandra. Darlene is saying, y'all in here trying to get y'all orders in for these presses, honey. Let me see. I'm going to have to start at the bottom. Trying to see if I got something in here. This is my cards that I was using to make. I got stuff in here that I'm using to make those pineapple patterns. I don't want to use that. This is, I got an envelope right here. I'll use this envelope. Because y'all know I don't remember nothing if I don't write it down. I want to see. This is from Elizabeth Murphy. Her swap blocks. Okay, so we've got Lenora wants a set. And I'll have to see what the shipping's gonna be for you, Lenora. And thinking to let that, Lenora, your pattern went in the mail, and I got that mail to you. So let's see. Darlene wants a presser, and it was Dee Dee. And I don't have the stuff here. I have my presser, but I don't have the stuff here to weigh it to know what shipping would be, and it depends on where you're going. So, and Dee Dee wants a presser. Okay, so if I put those 3 down. I think that's all that I saw. Okay, y'all funny. And Peggy says she's laughing at me to my laughing out loud. You chased him down. You doggone right I did. Because I'm like, I know he's got, either he's sick, she's sick, or something, but I know they want to sell these things. Tiffany is here. Hi, Tiffany. Hope you're feeling good. She says, hi, T, everyone. I'm late, but I didn't want to get up from my nap. That's right, girl. I'm trying to take me a nap, and of course I get sleepy right when it's time for me to come in here, about 5 o'clock, and I go, don't do it, Tijuana. Don't go to sleep now. Let's see. Darlene Slade says, hi, T. Glad to see and hear you again. Thank you so much. Welcome. Cherie says, I saw the doll on some YouTuber, and I've been trying to get one for the longest. If you see it again, send me an email, and I'll forward it to him so he can know what it is you're looking for. But I don't know if he makes it. I have to see. And Lisa is saying she sees the biggest double rainbow I have ever seen. It's unusual when you see double rainbows. That's pretty cool. And Uppity Bobbin is here saying, love the binding tip. I'm telling you, you can use your regular pen. I haven't had any problem. And when I roll it in my hand, I start out with it really tight. And then I just roll my binding up in my hand. And then once I get done, I stick a pin in it so that the end piece don't unravel. And then when I put all my bindings into a plastic container, and I write what quilt it is if I need to, because sometimes if it's just a quilt where you haven't used that many fabrics, you can know what it is. But I put what it is, and then when I get ready to use it, I just go to the container, pull it out, and I put it on my regular spool pen that puts your second spool of thread through your machine. That's what I use, and it has worked for me, and I've never even thought about needing anything else. Now, what she might be talking about, it helps her to wind it on there, but I just hand roll mine. But that's a great idea, too. Darlene Farmer says, crochet and knitting, huh? But I wasn't getting into that. You all got to remember, I'm always using my money to buy stuff. And then I got to get my money back eventually. So it was like, once I bought because I figured some of you all might want the sets once you see it. And then you want your set to match. So that's how come I went ahead and just got 8 sets. But that is funny. Betty Harris is here saying, anyone ever heard of the Gypsy Wife quilt? I am in here late. Hi, everyone. I actually made a Gypsy's Wife quilt, and I think I documented that on my teaquilts.blogspot.com, that whole process. I used her pattern, but I did not make any of her blocks. I used all orphan blocks. If the block was too small, I added frames. If the block was too big, I cut it down. Even if I cut part of it off, I just made an interesting quilt. So I have made the Gypsy Wife quilt. I actually love it. I hope you do it, and I hope you have fun with it. I know I did. But I had a whole blog series. I think I did it in like 4 or 5 sections is how she had it done. And so that's how I kind of did my blogging, by how she did the sections or something like that. Judy is here, says, T could have bought everything, cracking me up. You got that right, girl. I love notions and gadgets, okay? Cheryl Clute says, it would be interesting to find out about knitting needles. We'll see. I'm going to get this order from him, and then I'll start asking him about other stuff. So if you all email me at teaquilts@teaquilts.com if you're interested in something, and I'll see what he has and what his prices are. Vivian Calvi talking about $45 in the mail. I have to see. I don't know what the shipping is going to be because, like I said, I have to weigh it since I don't have the other piece. But I'll put you down, Vivian, as a set. And I know I had one other person that asked me in a YouTube comment. I'm going to write her down, too. And Tonicia, she wants a presser. Cherie says, I'm going to go look that up, Betty. I like the name. Dee Dee says, can you send me mine with my quilt? You are quilting for me? I sure will. Katrina says, I think I have years ago. She's talking to Betty. Terry T says, Cherise, I could find the binding buddies too. Doris O says, T, I would like to get a press stick. I will send you my email address. Thanks. Doris O. And you all just might like the other piece when you see it too, so. And Darlene, did I put Darlene on here? Yeah, she's on here. I don't know why I didn't put an E on the end. Just hold off, Darlene, because I'll, if you've emailed me already, I can just probably start typing your name when they come in, and then I can tell you what it's going to be with, you know, if I can find anything where you've sent me your address, I can just go ahead and see what it weighs and get all of that done, and I can tell you what the total bill would be. Because I don't want people to overpay for the product. Winfred says, just letting me know about shipping total. And let me know, please. Let me know about shipping total. And I know what you're trying to say, but sometimes this stuff corrects us. I got you. Carol Green says, T, I sent you an email for a presser. Okay. That's already 7. Tiffany says, we see double rainbows here every moonstone if it hits before sunset. Teresa, I love the quilt is here, says hello T. Hello everyone. Welcome, Teresa. T, I left a message for you. I also would like a presser only. That's Sue. Katrina says, when my mom died, I saw a triple rainbow over the hospital by the lake. Reminded me of my mom, dad, and daughter, telling me they were okay. Now, that's awesome. And most people, they have something that kind of reminds them of something like that, be it butterflies or a particular type of bird or something like that. That's pretty cool. Yogi Costello is here saying, hi, beautiful lady. Hi, welcome to the chat. Appreciate you stopping in. Linda Price is here, says, I've seen the little binding spool girl, and you wind your bobbin on her, and then you set her by your machine. Okay. That's pretty cool. Just today I went looking for an awl, and did not get any. Teresa is saying, McCormick is saying, hello, T and all. It's already 8:05. Time flies when I'm in here chatting. I'm thinking I'm going to have time to see if you all got quilt-related questions. Patricia Bryan is here. She says, I've seen a binding buddy doll. It looked like an old-fashioned clothespin with a painted head on top. Planning to make some for my quilt group retreat. That's pretty cool. What is the presser? I came in late. It's like a little wooden iron that I use to press my seams instead of using my fingernail. And this guy, he's a wood turner here on the other side of Missouri from me, but he makes various different things from wood. And this is what it is, and you use it when you're wanting to press your seam open. And I've been using it as I've been working on my pineapple blocks, where I've been like pressing my seams with it. And I find that I don't have to go to a heated iron until I get my entire block pieced. And then once the entire block is pieced, then I go ahead and just actually press, not iron, press the block. I lift my iron and move it all over the block. Then that prevents any stretching and stuff like that. Regina Connor says the Fat Quarter is selling the binding babies. Okay, so that's where they are. They're at the Fat Quarter. The Fat Quarter shop is what I'm thinking. And Cherie says, thanks, Regina. Regina says he could make them cheaper than, if he could make them cheaper than $18.98, it would be nice. Patricia, how will you get it to sit in the spool holder? That's Cherie's asking. Ellen says, I sent an email for a presser. And that's Janice. Okay, I got those down. Helen Thomas is here. She says, hello, Mrs. T and family. Hello, welcome. T, I would like a presser. That's Phyllis G. Y'all funny. Y'all ain't wasting no time. Gotta put presser. T, what is your favorite quilt pattern or quilt block? I actually like the style of the stack and whack quilts. I just like making them. They're fun. But my favorite quilt block is actually the simple block. Actually, is churn dash block. I don't know why. I just happen to like the churn dash block. But I do have blocks that I had people send me last year for my birthday that I thought I would have put together by now. But since all of my retreats this year were canceled, I haven't started working on that yet. But that's actually my favorite quilt block. Diane says, I want a presser. I don't have fingernails. That is funny. Patricia Dee says you won't need a YouTube on the pressers. They'll already be gone. You got that right. I better put that girl down that's in the comments. I'm going to put down comments because she needs to get hers first because she's the one that asked me in the most recent comments for a presser. Because I think I only have 18 coming. Now, let me count these up for pressers. I know I got Lenora with a set, but that's still a presser. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I'm only going to have like 5 left. So I might end up texting him and telling him to send me some more. And Winfrey says, my birthday is next week, Thursday the 30th. I didn't realize you were that close to me. That's awesome. We'll be celebrating together. Katrina says, I would like both for my sister. We'll send email to you. Katrina, oh, that'll be cool. Okay, I'm going to put a set. And if you told me to put your name on this list, please make sure that you email me as well, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to send out, since I've almost got all of these sold, I'm going to go ahead and just send out an email. And I want you to tell me your first, second, and third choice. And then at that point, I'll get yours put aside and get your name on it, just so I know who it goes to. And then I'm going to probably ask him to go ahead and add on some other ones just in case. And Betty says, I've used 2 popsicle sticks for a wooden iron. I like the angle. That's, I guess, what I'm really liking. And I had another one that I just wore out. But I've been using this one for the last 1.5 years or so. And it's still doing pretty good. It doesn't have any nicks anywhere. So I'm really happy with that. But it has an angle on it that's just right for the pressing. So that's why I like it. And Katrina says she also loves stacking wax. Sandra Weston is here saying, hi everyone, T. I would like a presser also. Again, if you're wanting me to put you down here, even though I'm writing this list, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to send out an email. And so those people are going to end up having first choice on what they want. So make sure that you send me an email to teaquilts@teaquilts.com. Diane is even telling that she loves churn dash blocks. Yes, I did. Lisa says began organizing my sewing space, and oh my gosh, I have enough. And if you're asking me about a churn dash block because you're going to send it for my birthday, make sure that you sign it somewhere and put your city and state, and then I'll include it into the quilt blocks that I already have. Just an FYI, just in case, because I want to make sure that if I'm gonna get one, I want to make sure I'm able to put you in the quilt and know who made the block, please, just in case. Robin says I sent the message. Did I put your name down, Robin? Robin said I sent the message. I'm gonna have to go ahead and just tell him to send me some that he got made. I'm not going to be able to pick colors, but I'll just have him send me some more. Katrina, just send me an email telling me that you want to be put on the list for the presser. And I know we're over because I got to do the drawing, so don't leave. But when I send you an email, you're going to have to respond back to me once I get once I get them in, I'm going to take pictures of everything that I have. And then whoever wants what can let me know. I'm going to tell you what's the name or put numbers on them or something like that, okay? Did you get a hold of the iron person? I want one. The wooden iron, Mary, that's what I'm talking about. So I'll put your name down. Robin said she wanted a presser. And then now I think we got Mary wanting the presser. I think we might already be over 18. Hold on. So I better hurry up and email him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the front. We're at 17 of the pressers are already gone. So, yeah. Hi, brother. Ray, he says, hey, sis, I'm here. Hi, everyone. Hope you've been staying safe. And I've been busy in the yard. I kind of figured. Everett Wilson says, what kind of machine do you have there? This is a Baby Lock Elagio. If you ever see one, buy it. It's only one thing I don't like about it is that it tells you your bobbin is out super early. But other than that, I like everything about it. And it's low maintenance and works very well. Let's see. It's an old machine. This machine's got to be over 10 years old easily. Probably more than that, I'm sure. I'm just guessing. I actually bought it used from my friend. She upgraded to the Baby Lock Elissimo. And so then I ended up buying this. And then now I have the Baby Lock Elissimo too. I use that one for embroidery mostly. Sheila Willis says, T, I would like a set as well. So technically all of them are gone. So I'm going to just text him and just tell him to send me extra pressers in whatever he has in stock at this point. Because I don't want him to spend another couple of days doing wood turning. Diane 57 says, does your wood turner makes a seam ripper? That's the other thing that I showed you. It's like this here, but it's in wood to match. You can get a set, Diane. And it has a seam ripper on one end and an awl on the other end. But they'll be matching whatever set here you get. So, yeah, and I even got a set for me. So, let me make sure I put my name down here. Because y'all trying to buy stuff up. And then my friend Deborah wanted a set. Okay. Ooh, I'm already short. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 20 pressers, and I only ordered 18 pressers. So I'll send him an email tonight before he packaged that up and tell him to do that. Cherie said, she's talking to Lisa. Says, I clean my sewing space And it took me almost a week. Girl, it's going to take me longer than that. My kids laughed at me all week and didn't have much because they said I fussed at them and accused them of misplacing my things. That's funny. Elaine Doucette says, that's nice, Ray. Gave him a thumbs up. Mary says, we'll rewatch all later. Be safe and all friends. So go ahead and email me now. First 3 people that email me from 8/17 will be my 3 door prize winners. 3 people. And stay on here so that I can call your name and let you know you won. Okay. Yvette Wilson says, this is my first time seeing your podcast. This is great. I am a quilter also. I live in Philly and belong to Christian Compassion Quilters. That's awesome. Welcome to the channel. Please subscribe to my channel. Every once in a while I do upload videos, but I've been so busy with other stuff since I'm a one-person shop. Nobody in my family wants to play with me. So when I do pattern sales or t-shirt sales and I'm over there packaging and doing all of that, I don't have time to record videos, edit videos, or upload videos. But I do some quilting videos. So please subscribe. Also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I'm live. Currently, I'm doing Wednesday, which is my regular night. We do 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then I'm also adding on during the pandemic on Saturday, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And so that helps out with the people on the West Coast so that they're not rushing home from work or missing me because it's too early for them. So I try to do one at 7 and one at 9. Uppity Bobbin says, I love Churn Dash too, but a house or beach bathhouse has my heart at this time. That's pretty cool. I've done some house quilts, or I got some blocks rather, because I probably got some of them I need to finish. So I love those too. I love a lot about quilting, but if you're asking me what's my favorite, then that's my favorite, I guess. T, I think I'm the person from the comments. Oh, okay. But your name, I thought your name was, yeah, you're right. I'm going to put you on here. Make sure that you send me Nuris Rodriguez. I'm sure I'm saying your name wrong. Make sure that you send me an email because when you comment out on YouTube, I have no way of getting back to you other than through comments, and I can't send you a picture through comments. And so I want to make sure that you are first to pick since you're the one that asked me first. Doing this whole second time it's come up again, okay? So I want to make sure since I was successful in getting through that you get a choice of what you want. So thank you so much, because I was going to go back and check it. Regina says, T, what size churn dash block? Any size churn dash block. It doesn't matter, so that makes it even easier. Everett Wilson says, thank you. I'm researching machines to get a new one. Sometimes, like, if you're looking, just check Facebook Marketplace sometimes. If you got particular brands you're looking for, you'd be surprised. Sometimes you might have a family member that passed and the family is trying to sell. I just saw one of the Verninas that were, embroidery unit. They had the whole 9 yards, cases and all, because nobody in the family sold. They were just trying to get some money for it to just get rid of it, basically, considering what it was and everything that they were offering. So sometimes check Facebook Marketplace for stuff. And Uppity Bobbin says, my baby lock area tells me too early too. Yeah, I had to cut the mechanical ding, because it'll make a ding, give you a bell when it's getting, and every time you sew like 10 stitches, it'll ding. Another 10 stitches, ding. It's like, oh, you're driving me nuts. So I had to cut the sound off, but it still shows up on my display unit over here, and it takes over the screen. So it's trying to stop you, so you need to do something. But it's like 1/3 of my bobbin is still left. That's way too early. That's the only thing I hate about this machine. Let's see. Linda Robinson is here. Says, hi, T and everyone. Sorry I'm late. Welcome, Linda. Everett says, I thank you. I'm researching machines to get a new one. Darlene says, giving this man some business, especially during these trying times. You got that right. And I said, it was so funny. I said, I'm trying to contact you so you can make some money. And he had to end up laughing at that. But he said, I thought you were spam. Okay, I'm going to skip these comments, and I don't know where I'm at, but I'm going to go check these email messages. It's saying I got 13, but what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go into spam because everything goes into my spam lately, okay? So I'm going to start getting everything out of here because they all in spam. Well, some of them over there from people that I communicate with all the time. Yours are sitting there, but the ones that I don't talk to all the time, they are over here in spam. So I'm gonna tell it to move all of that to my inbox, so that way I won't make the mistake that I made last week. I do not want to have to send out more than I'm trying to send out. So, let's see. Go back to my inbox. Let's see. I got to get the times because hold on. Okay, so what time did I tell you all to start? 8:17. So anything after 8:17, let me click on an email just to see if it gives me a time. That's not it. I want a presser with 9 presser. I am in. So I think, let me see. 8:17. Dee Dee, did you win already yesterday? I didn't write down who won. I can't remember. If you already won, you can't win again. Because I did say last week, if you already won last week, you couldn't win. But I can't remember. I'm going to just write it down temporarily. Let me know, Dee Dee, if you won last time. So Dee Dee is number 1 so far. Looking for 2 more. I got Carol Green. Because I have to check my Facebook post. And I've got Melinda Carroll. Those are the 3 that I have so far. First ones at 8:17 or later. Okay, now let me see. So I got Dee Dee. Let me see. Carol, you need to email me back and give me your actual mailing address. Carol Green. And Melinda has hers in there. Thank you so much. And I know I got Dee Dee's, but Dee Dee is going to let me know if she won last week or not, so I don't have to go look it up right now. Uh-oh. Let me go back into YouTube. Go to the bottom. Let's see. No, she says, no, I didn't win yet. Okay. So there we go. We've got our 3 winners for tonight, because remember I had 5 last week, but I ended up making a mistake because I didn't realize that a lot of my mail is going to spam. So if you don't hear from me, just know that I'm not doing it intentionally. Some days I try to check spam 2 and 3 times a day, and then sometimes I forget all about spam and may not check it for a week. So if you don't hear from me, I don't know why my mail is going into spam all of a sudden. I do get a lot of business spam mail, so it puts a lot of it over there, and it's normally been doing it right, but for the last 2 months, it's been putting mail that I want to get that doesn't even look like spam mail. It's been putting everything over into spam, especially if it's your first time contacting me. So I try to make sure that I check that. So again, our winners are Dee Dee Hanson, Carol Green, and Melinda Carroll. And then Carol, you need to email me your mailing address. If I don't get it, you're going to forfeit because I'm not going to go looking it up, and I'm not going to... I'm just going to go to the next person who has their email information in there, and I'm not going to say who that is just in case you don't get it. But I just want to make sure I get everything that I need. So, Diane says she won last week. That's the D name that won last week, was Diane 57. Okay. So thank you all so much for coming. Remember, next week, I'm going to go weigh stuff, trying to keep everything under 1 pound. So they'll be getting some fabric bags, scrap bags. It could be strings, crumbs. It could be fabric chunks. It could be whatever I'm coming across, because I haven't gotten these bags made up yet. So just know you will be getting a bag in the mail. Next week, we'll have more drawings. And again, we're going to have 2 major prizes. I'm going to give out one of the pressers, which I didn't even put on here. P-R-E-S-S-E-R as a prize. And then also one of these sewing machine light kits that I also sell. I'll be putting that on as a prize as well. Okay. So, she says, I like that you have Saturday Night Live. That will also help since the Yvette Renee is on Wednesday too. And on Saturdays, it's more like a sewing chat. So I'm doing some sewing. I'm working on my pineapple blocks as I'm chatting. So it's not all just chatting on Saturday as well, just so you all know. So we're going to go ahead and end here. And we're just going to stop because we've been on here for an hour and a half. I was not intending to do that. So I appreciate you all stopping by. And you don't need to give me your address for the Katrina, for the wood and iron, because when I send you a PayPal invoice, all of that information will be inside of PayPal. So you don't have to for that. I just needed the addresses for the winner so that I can mail their packages, because that won't be going through PayPal. So thank you all so much. You all are so nice. A lot of you all are saying congratulations to the winner. That is pretty cool. So everybody, see you all on Saturday night, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's if my family don't decide to surprise me with something else. I'm hoping that I'll be here, but if I'm not, just know that that happened because it's my birthday weekend. And then also next Wednesday will be our last night for prize drawings for my birthday month, okay? So I will see you all next time. Everybody stay blessed and stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Good night, everybody. I gotta reach in to cut you off.